Hey everybody, welcome to WeinerCast. We just saw Pacifier Part 2, or Winter Soldier Part 3, or
Wolverine Origin
or
Part 4.
Wolverine Origins 4, or Fast 10,
AKA Bloodshot.
Bloodshot, the movie, the comic book.
The comic book movie.
The comic book movie.
Of the comic book.
Dude, it definitely was a comic book movie.
Hardcore. See, take this with a grain of salt because I have not read Bloodshot. I haven't really read any Valiant comics.
Yeah, same here.
Know that it's a Valiant comic. I know a little bit about the character, and from my understanding, it's a lot like Wolverine, but not like Wolverine in certain respects.
Well, it's the part where he lost his memories, and then the nanites gave him this super mutant healing factor, which Wolverine already had the super mutant healing factor, which was why the adamantium was able to
graft to his skeleton,
stick to him, whatever.
But instead of adamantium, it's nanites, and the memories they fucked with. Did they really fuck with Wolverine's memories like that? Those types of things.
I think just because the procedure was so intense, he just lost his memories.
Right, okay.
In Wolverine, but this one, I don't know much about the comic book as well, but in this movie, they just fucked with his memory left and right to where it was difficult for him to piece shit together.
Right.
Unless he was listening to Psycho Killer.
Right.
So, Jeremy, what did you think of this movie film?
I enjoyed it. Like I said, I haven't really read the Bloodshot comics, so I can't take that critical. Is this,
The only one I own is from the 90s when the company went out of business.
Yeah.
Like we talked about.
Exactly.
But, yeah. I don't.
So it's like, I can't say if it, runs congruent with the comics. But the movie itself, the idea, the concept of it was really dope.
Oh, it was really fun.
I remember you mentioning that it's not based on the 90s versions of the comics, but it might be geared more towards the more recent.
I'm sure there's not much difference between the old Valiant comics and the newer stuff. I just think they just had to. They went out of business during when comic books. They started making books when people weren't buying comic books anymore.
Yeah.
And now people are buying, and then it went back. When did they come back? Like 5-6 years ago, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
Somewhere within 10 years, they came back. And
after the last Fantastic Four movie with
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, they started coming back heavier. I feel like.
Okay, yeah, and then they had some characters, some new characters come out, and then all that. They found a way to come back with a bang, and they did.
Fantastic Four is not Valiant. I know that's Marvel, but it's just around that time frame when all comics started to come back.
Yeah.
Into the sphere of. Okay. I know, I drew a piece. I drew this picture of. I want to call him the Ultimate Warrior, but he's not the Ultimate Warrior. It's a U name. It's used. It's something warrior. But he's an awesome character because he's fucking immortal. He reminds me of Thor, but he carries an axe, and he's just fucking badass.
Thor carries an axe now.
Well, now, but this was before Thor carried it. And get this shit straight. And it's from Valiant, and I drew him fighting. I drew Ninjak, and I drew this warrior guy cutting off the head of somebody. It was a 3-way battle. It was pretty badass, and that was doing research for that piece was my introduction to Valiant comics.
I actually own a Bloodshot comic book.
Eternal Warrior.
Eternal Warrior.
Yeah.
Let's see
he's
what
basically
he's
immortal.
got.
He reminded me of a character idea I had. It's
this dude's awesome.
He's fucking badass, bro. I chose him for this thing that this group I'm in was doing art wise, and so that's basically what I went with.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So the movie, it hit a lot of cliches, but it's a comic movie.
And it also made fun of the cliches they hit at some point, too. Yeah.
It was like, we're going to hit all the cliches, and this is basically, we're going to make fun of us hitting all these cliches.
Yeah.
They did that very well. And that just made the whole movie like, all right, this is fun as fuck.
Yeah. Well,
you know,
it was already fun, even
already
besides the cliches.
It was gratuitous.
It
was PG-13, not R. If it was R, the language wouldn't have been as clean as it was.
Yes.
And the violence
that's the only thing that helped.
More gratuitous.
The violence, I think, was like over the top. Anyway, like
yeah, it was over. It was
all the action. All the action was over the top. Like in the beginning, you're thinking you're just gonna get like a super soldier movie. Because so you get Vin Diesel in Kenya. You get Vin Diesel in Kenya, fucking like blowing shit up and fucking like rescuing a hostage. You find out later that none of this shit is real.
Yeah,
but like. And then like he's hanging out with his wife or whatever. And then the fucking the bad guys come in. And, they fucking and then they bring his wife and when he's tied up to the chair, they bring his wife in and like
tell us what you know. How did you find out?
How do you know about the things that you know about? And he's all like, I don't.
Just point me in a direction and I go there, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, this was also Terminator fucking 7.
That's right. It was. You're absolutely right. Fucking A. But like, and so after that, and then they bring him back. Like I knew immediately when he woke up after dude kills him, and like I was like, oh, this is what's going on. They're doing the mind wipe thing. They're doing the things, man. I don't want to spoil it, but they're doing the things. Probably did. Shit.
You see what this is called? BloodshOt SPOILER. I know we're not on a spoiler section yet.
I'm trying to do without the spoilers so much. Like, no, they fucking they're doing the things. Like, I picked up on it right away.
You did. Even before, he put the gum under the table.
Yeah.
After he did his first mission as Bloodshot.
We're like, oh fuck, dude, like oh shit, yeah.
Groundhog's Day Part 2 also.
Groundhog's Day Part 2.
This is so many movies in this movie.
The Retribution. I don't know. Groundhog Day 2. Retribution.
And he's been Groundhog's Day in for 5 years.
5 years, you find out, dude. Like that sucks.
Because at first, like, when the first couple scenes, I'm all like, dude, I'm glad this girl's gonna die, even before she died or whatever. I'm like, because she's got a derpy face.
Does she have a derpy face?
Yeah, to me, I thought she had a derpy face.
I didn't pay enough attention to her.
Because you knew she was just gonna die.
Yeah, I knew.
But
yeah, it was.
But then she doesn't die.
Yeah, it turns out she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't die. Everyone was like, "Oh, you think she's dead? Oh, you're adorable."
Yeah.
And Vin Diesel was just like, "Yeah, fuck you mean? I'm adorable, bitch. Like, what are you not telling me?" Like, it's a whole thing.
It is. Like,
it's great. I like the ending a lot. I liked how they did that, and they didn't force a thing.
I knew it was gonna be like,
because I
knew it was gonna be him, the tech guy, and the girl as a team at the end or whatever, and then that's gonna lead off into the sequel if there is gonna be one.
Hopefully there is. Like, it was a good enough movie, dude. Like,
but there was nobody in the theaters.
Right now.
The movie just came out yesterday.
Yeah, which really sucks. And coronavirus is like really fucking up people.
It's fucking everything up.
Everything up.
The coronavirus is canceling concerts. It's canceling Comic-Cons. It's canceling college. It's canceling school. Like,
it's not canceling the fucking presidency or the fucking.
No, Trump is canceling flights to Europe and shit, dude. Like,
yeah, I know, man. It's fucking stupid.
Christina's supposed to come back home this weekend.
She shouldn't ever come back here. Period. For any reason. Christina Elizabeth fucking shouldn't stay where you are and love your man. Don't fucking come back to Rockford, Illinois for any reason.
Her dog's out here. Her mom will take care of her
Ship your goddamn dog out to where you live and call it a day.
Stockholm.
Don't come back. Anyway. Like
movie film.
I knew the plot before they revealed anything about the plot. It was obvious, but it wasn't like, now the movie's ruining, so I already know what's gonna happen. Like, dude, it was still really fucking fun.
Yes.
It was really good. Even though it's obvious, like, what's going on, like, you still are just like, let's fucking do this. Like, I'm invested. Like, we're here.
I think I turned my brain off before I watched the movie. Because, like, when you're hitting me with, like, look what's going on now. I knew it. And I'm just sitting there, like,
dude.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, wow, you're a fucking genius, you know? I'm just, I totally
like,
turned.
I didn't even see that shit. Like, nah, dude.
You're like, look how many times he put the gum on the table. I was just thinking, like, that dude's gross for fucking putting his gum on the
table. Like, and dude was gross the whole fucking movie. He is a jealous, gross bitch.
When he spits the gum out and just leaves it on the floor.
Steps on it on his robot feet. There's a lot of.
Does he step on it?
Yeah,
I didn't see that. I didn't see him step on it.
There's a lot of fucking cyborgs in this goddamn movie.
This is what all the movie's all about. It's Cyborg the movie.
Cyborg the movie. That's right.
Dude, and then Sony made this movie. It's like Sony's been crushing it lately. I mean, this wasn't necessarily a crush, but they did a good job.
They did a good job.
They kept me entertained.
I feel like you said, it's PG-13. It was very entertaining, but they wanted to be safe because it's a movie. It's from a comic character. Like,
not a lot of people, even though Valiant is the third biggest superhero franchise.
That's not saying a whole lot. I'm sorry. Like,
and beat Image. That's what I'm saying. Image was number 3. It beat
Image. Has who?
Image has Spawn, Savage Dragon, and a bunch of other shit
that you can't name and I can't name.
Right? Valiant has.
Who was Darkness? Darkness is Dark Horse Comics, right?
Let's see.
Darkness was Dark Horse. I remember that comic franchise. They had a game and everything.
Where's my thing?
It really cool. Savage Dragon and fucking Spawn. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Those are the only ones that I know of that might be keeping Image alive. Forgive me.
What did you say? Darkness?
The Darkness, yeah.
I think the Max might be Image, but that was only like 6 issues.
TV run, fucking. Yeah.
The Darkness comic.
Because. Yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah,
this is Dark Horse. Yes.
Yeah.
He's even teamed up with Batman.
That's fucking dope. Yeah, that's
Top Cow. That's what it is. Top Cow. But this is Dark Horse right here.
Yeah.
No, that's Top Cow. Wait. No.
Did it move?
And Top Cow is Image.
Okay.
Yeah, all these are Top Cow. So Top Cow is technically Image. See right here? Boom, boom. It's just like how DC had, what was it called?
Oh, man, it was on Dark Horse. Either way, it's not important. I wanted a Darkness movie. He's a fucking mafioso. He's the power of hell. He's fucking cool, all right?
Godzilla fan. Boo. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. Nice to see you once again. I know that the original Godzilla is best in darkness, like most black and white films. We didn't watch a black and white film, except he did turn black and white at the end of the movie.
But he didn't stay.
He didn't stay black and white.
He didn't stay gray. Right? Didn't.
One of the things that bothered me,
which I don't know how I feel about, because that was one of the things that I know about the character is that he's gray, like like that.
One of the things that bothered me about the movie was Vin Diesel being the main guy. I think he did an okay job, but then they introduce us to a guy that actually looks like Bloodshot with the fisheye lens vision, dude. That guy actually has the hair and shit. I was like, that dude could be Bloodshot, dude.
I just don't know if he looked like him. I don't know, dude. Like I said, I don't know about the character.
Look at what this dude looks like. Hold on.
I know that once Bloodshot was like announced and that was Vin Diesel, there was a whole bunch of fan art that was like, yeah, Bloodshot.
Yeah. There was a bunch on this.
And like, I don't know how many people were upset versus how many people were like, fuck yeah, it's fucking Bloodshot. Let's do this.
Like, this is what he looks like right here. Look at this. Side by side comparison. The dude with the fisheye lens Vision.
Not even the dude with the fisheye lens looks like that.
He looked more like him than.
Yeah, more because of their haircut, less because of the chin. No,
the problem with being faster than live is that you can only live in darkness, or faster than light. Nobody's faster than light. What is going on over here?
Nothing's faster than light. It's unfortunate. If you were, you'd be in the future.
The Flash is faster than light.
It's impossible. He thinks he's faster than light.
This is what people.
There's even action figures.
That's a statue.
If he had hair, it would. Oh. Dead by Diesel. Like if Vin Diesel had the haircut, I think it would be fine. But then it would be weird because it'd be Vin Diesel with hair.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, he's bald though.
Yeah.
And Vin Diesel was like, I'm bald though. So I don't know.
His chest is not the Japanese flag. His chest is the only part where his nanites don't work. And so he's constantly bleeding through there. He
when he gets worked up or just.
But he also did come. He debuted originally in this book called Rai, and
that is a Japanese.
It's basically Japanese Bloodshot.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Not the right thing. Rai fiction. Okay.
No, I just typed in Valiant. No,
you didn't.
I thought I did.
There we go.
This shit. See,
that guy is unabashedly Japanese. The rising sun. He is cool as fuck. All right.
So Bloodshot debuted in, I think, Rai #1
so
in the 90s.
The get-go, like they were just like Thick as Thieves. Maybe not Thick as Thieves.
Yeah.
They were in the same comic.
Yeah.
Anyway, like it was Groundhog's Day meets Wolverine meets Fast 5.
They did try to bring in some fast elements in there, like the first time he stole the truck.
Oh yeah.
And then when he's hanging out with Wiggins, and he's trying to get one of the fucking one of the hot rods, whatever. He's like, "No, take this vintage car.
You don't want that. Take this one. It has electronics."
But even that car was badass. You know,
it was bad. So they had elements. Like they touched on a lot of things. Like it was pretty good.
I'm Corona, proofing my life with the power of the Flex Seal family of products.
Good for you, bud. Hopefully that works out for you in the best of ways.
Dude, you can
Flex Seal anything.
Dude, a Flex Seal can't cure the coronavirus. Nothing can.
Nope.
Welcome. We got a special guest joining us today, Mikey McDaniel.
Hey, nice.
You need one more?
Maybe.
All right. 1 second. We are live on the web.
So we should probably not be live.
No, we can be. This shit's legal now.
Not like this.
I want a dispensary. All right. 1 second.
Sure.
All right. Are you going to be here for a bit?
Yeah, I just pull up.
All right. Hell yeah.
All right. I'll be there. All right.
Well, no, this movie is Groundhog's Day, but for 5 years. So, like, he's been reliving the same memory over and over and over for on a vengeance mission.
On a vengeance mission
from the company. What's it called? RST?
RST, and they don't go into it beyond that, which is fine. I'm not there to know RST. I'm there for Blood.
And here's some cool stuff. Like, we don't get the exposition, bro. Like, this is why I'm taking revenge. We get it through visuals. We get the show, not tell.
We see it.
Yeah. Like,
and we're there. We're right. Like, from the get-go, you're taken in. And, like, they do it really nicely. Like, they start the movie with him going through, where the fuck in the Middle East, some country in bumfuck, saving a hostage. And then...
No, the first one is in Kenya. It was Mombasa, Kenya. Yeah.
It's Kenya. All right. So it's in Kenya. My bad.
That's why I said this is where Barack Obama was born.
Yeah. All right. So he's in Kenya. He saves a hostage, and then he's on a vacation with his wife. right? You're like, all right, cool, this is dope. Okay, so when are things gonna happen? And then they come and they fucking take him and his wife, and they fucking what he thinks is the big bad villain kills his wife and kills him. And so he's like, oh shit, because he tells him like, you better fucking kill me now, because if you don't, I'm gonna find you. Like, it don't matter. And dude's like, good advice. Bam, kills him dead. Done. And then he wakes up. I'm alive again. Oh shit.
Are we at spoilers now?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, because we said enough. Like, it's good. Like, I don't know. We're doing spoilers.
We're at spoilers. Okay.
Because it's like it's hard to really like give you everything. I don't have the way with words to describe things without spoiling. So it's like.
Well, also the spoiler, like some people consider some things spoilers and some things not. You know, like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like if I just tell people like events that happen but not how they happen, they'll be like, "Oh, that's spoiling it." I'm like, "How? I didn't tell you how. I just told you things happen."
Right.
You know, like I just told you like
a certain plot point.
There's a love interest that dies, or there's a fucking
you know,
you
don't know how. You don't know exactly what happened or why. You don't even know if they come back or not. Like you don't fucking know. But like, I'm just explaining the first part of it because it's important. Like this is the visual that we get, and you believe it enough to where it's like
this is the only time we get exposition too. Is just how his powers work. And,
true.
Yes.
And that's it. And that's the whole movie. Like that's literally it. And then it's like then it's Pinocchio. After that,
I want to be a real boy.
Right. I mean, am I wrong? Like, I don't think I'm wrong. Like I feel like I'm correct in this. Like he wakes up. He's like, "Oh shit! You gave me all these special things, and I got nanites in me. But cool."
That he thinks all this shit just happened like yesterday.
Right.
Like, yeah.
He has no idea. And then he hears the song that he heard when dude killed his
Psycho
wife.
Killer,
and he goes off. And he's like, "I know what I have to do now. I'm gonna go kill this man."
Yeah, when him and KT are fucking drinking the booze.
And that was my biggest first clue. Like I knew immediately, but then her like constantly looking to the side.
Looking at like that JBL speaker.
Shit. Oh shit. Yeah. This is happening now. Oh shit. Fuck.
I think that was the only noticeable product placement for me too, was the JBL speaker playing Psycho Killer.
That's true. It wasn't JBL at the bottom.
I mean, there was some other stuff, like I think some of the trucks that like some of the semis and stuff had some shit that I just like logos I didn't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Some off branch. Maybe not off brand, but like shit just you wouldn't know unless you're doing it.
Damn, what are you talking about, Godzilla fan? You know you have to corona-proof your life by closing all the seals and doors.
Dude, that's just rude. Why would you give someone something from a movie they did?
Speaking of Groundhog Day, Tom Hanks is being quarantined.
I don't believe you. Pixar didn't happen. Godzilla fan, 1995. Yeah.
Why are you saying the same comment twice? You got the same comment sandwiched in between.
You do. 450 and then 453. You say it again to emphasize your point.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's 12.
It's okay. You're learning.
You weren't there when we first met Godzilla fans. It was like me and my pal Jordan went and saw King of the Monsters. And we went and did a live WeinerCast right after, as we do.
I didn't see King of the Monsters with you?
No. I saw it with my pal Jordan.
Did I watch it on bootleg?
And then we did the WeinerCast, and then this dude's like he's a Godzilla fan, and
it's live, so we can still see it. But it's fine as long as you fix your mistakes. Everything's good.
You didn't remove shit. We can see it.
We can see it. He can no longer see it, and probably no one else that's out there.
Dude, you want to know what I learned you can do at Comic-Con?
What's that?
This.
Nice. I like that. Be more involved with the chat, eh? That's actually pretty great. Anyway, the movie. So yeah,
he goes on his first mission
but we don't know it's a mission. We just think he's going to take revenge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, still there are things here and there where I picked up on, like, oh, something seems fishy here. Like, I don't really believe he's really not on mission. Like, and he's just taking revenge.
And this was a super great part of the film.
Oh, it was fan-fucking-tastic.
So like the dude that he thinks killed his wife he's in this convoy with five cars, and Vin Diesel tracks him down in a tunnel.
Yeah,
because his nanites can access the internet.
No, his nanites access the RST servers, which have access to the internet. So
whatever,
he gets the information that they want him to get.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
We don't know that at the time. Later. Yeah, I was like, think of like if your blood could just access the internet, you could just see. So like he's GPS and shit with his nanites.
Right.
Tracks down the guy he thinks killed his wife. He kills all his fucking soldiers.
Yeah.
And he does this shit like twice in the movie where fucking. They think he gunned him down, and then he just wakes up and just starts beating the shit out of people. Yeah, because he does it again at the end.
He stayed down for a long while.
Because he does it again in the middle of the movie for the second mission.
Yeah, that we know of.
Yeah,
realistically, he had went on.
It's technically the third mission because the first mission we see, he's actually Bloodshot. We just don't know he's Bloodshot at the time, like in the first mission in Kenya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second mission, he's doing things we know he's Bloodshot.
Yeah.
There are missions before that. There are at least 4 or 5 missions before that.
So, like, this was like an origin movie without being an origin movie?
Right. Like, they didn't do a full-on in-depth. They started us
We don't know who he was before at all.
We have no idea. Like, Ray Garrison is the only name we're given, really, and his wife type thing. She recognizes him. She's still alive.
Yeah.
So, that's as much as we know. We don't know anything about him before that. We don't know shit. We just know that Ray Garrison has turned into Bloodshot. But then they don't even name drop. They don't even title drop. There was no mention of Bloodshot, was there?
I don't think so. I don't think they call him Bloodshot once.
Not once.
Like there was no like code name or
nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
That's interesting now that I think about it, because usually there is some callback to those types of things, and in this movie there wasn't. They didn't even call it the Bloodshot program or something.
Anything, yeah.
And I think that's probably why they did that or didn't do that, is because it sounded kind of like the Bloodshot program.
Yeah,
doesn't really roll off the tongue very well. So
this isn't Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. This is
right.
Oh my goodness.
You can't travel the world. Flights have been canceled across the open waters.
I thought flights were just...
Everyone's trapped inside.
Everyone's trapped inside.
No one can move around anywhere. It's the end times.
Aries is suffering.
Anyway. He's so he'll never be able to go over to the UK and do yoga with lemurs.
That's a thing?
That's a thing. Yep.
All right.
Hey, man. Lemur yoga. That's where it's at. Anyway.
But this is the scene, like, it had a lot of fucking awesome detail in it. Like, not only is like when he's killing the people.
Motion and fucking just, like, it's so good.
But, like,
gratuitous violence.
His face gets shot off. Right, his face gets, and then you can see the nanites just coming right back into him, like repairing shit. And like
while he's still
and he's talking to the dude who killed his wife, and we can't hear what he's saying because we're in Bloodshot's vision,
right?
And so we can't hear what he's saying because his ear is in the middle of repairing itself,
right?
and then when and then you can slowly hear him like
come back,
really and then you can start to hear his voice, right when his ear is like almost fully repaired and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's some awesome detail. This is crazy.
They did a very, very amazing job with all the 3D animation and the animation period.
Yeah.
Some of the cinematography, like I feel like, man, all of the effects were really good.
All the effects were great. Oh my god.
They were. Yeah, it was good.
I want to message Corridor Crew, have them react to Vin Diesel scenes, man, or Bloodshot. I just kind of called the movie Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Vin Diesel as Bloodshot. That's all you need to know. But like I said, it's gratuitous violence. It's mindless. We're not completely mindless, but like you know what you're getting, and the movie knows what it's giving you.
Well, also because like Vin Diesel, when he's figuring out that he's basically invincible when he's like curling the fucking shit that most people can't even bench.
Yeah,
and he starts boxing with the fucking pillar.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit. He's like, oh.
So then when he's.
But you notice, like, when he first started lifting those dumbbells, it was kind of hard. And then, like, at the end, he was like, oh, this shit is easy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. It was like, damn, dude. It was like, all right, here we are.
So like, when he's. And then he's on just pure vengeance. So, like, he's not giving a fuck. He's like, I'm invincible.
Yeah.
My shit just repairs itself.
Yeah.
And I know who killed my wife. So he's not giving a single fuck at all. Yeah. So, of course...
Like, you don't have any money.
So the violence wasn't mindless at all. It made perfect sense. It was proper motivation. And then... Well,
it's not that it was mindless. It, like, in the sense that he didn't...
Oh, it was over the top.
Just over the top. Yeah. We know what we were getting into. This is an action comic movie with gratuitous amounts of violence. No sex. It's PG-13. So it's safe.
No. There was almost sex in the beginning of the movie when him and his wife, we see some side boob. And
side boob. You don't do side boob. Can't do full boob.
Well, that's right there when I knew it was PG-13. Then you fucking like, what is this rating?
Cursing, like.
There was no cursing at all.
Yeah, there was no cursing.
Dude says bugger. That's it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, fuck me, this is super safe. Like, no, that's a fuck moment if ever there was one when dude said bugger.
Yeah, he just said motherfucker.
Yeah. He should have said fuck this shit.
He said,
nope.
He said, what the bugger is this? Or some bullshit like that.
It was just, Like, it works better. Like, this is a TV-safe version of the movie is what we got, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, dude. This movie can play on FX right now.
Yeah.
With no cuts.
Oh,
yeah.
But it's good. Like, I wasn't mad that there wasn't any cursing or really too much blood or anything like that. Like, it didn't make me mad. It was already better in that regard than
in the
Harley Quinn.
In the third battle, or like in the battle when he's fighting his comrades or whatever, like most of the violence was towards their appendages, like when the dude lost his legs again.
Yeah.
And
so it was all the parts that are like robotic.
Yeah, there was a little bit of blood and shit here and there, just some cuts and bruises and whatever.
Enough. You know, he gets shot and you see the blood there before he like gets turned into Bloodshot and shit.
Yeah.
But like it was alright, man. Like turned my brain off, like you said.
Yeah, especially when he's like hanging out with his like Semper Fi buddies, no mission too difficult, no sacrifice too much, blah blah, whatever he fucking said.
Right. Fuck yeah, America.
This is what we're fighting for. He's pointing to his fucking wife and shit.
It hit all the cliches, man.
Oh, dude, it was great.
It was great.
It was great, dude. It was almost as good as Starship Troopers.
Well, slow down there.
You know that's a masterpiece, right?
It is a masterpiece. It's great. It's fascist propaganda at its greatest.
Yes.
It's fucking wonderful. And if you didn't know that Starship Troopers is fascist propaganda at its greatest, I implore you to watch that movie again while you understand and know
it's satirical fascist propaganda.
It's satirical fascist propaganda. Very true. But it's still there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we skipped basically to the end.
No. We're still like he kills the guy, right? then he gets his comrades find him when he's driving one of the convoy jeeps.
Right.
And then they fucking they shut him down. We don't see him shut him down. They're like, hey, let's just go back home.
Right.
You know, and then he's on the table. And then he's on the table.
He's not shut down. He's just on the table and can't move. And dude with the robot legs is talking mad shit like, fuck you, motherfucker. You ain't shit. Your mama wasn't shit. Your daddy ain't ever gonna be shit. You about to be even more shit. Oh, told you I'm gonna tell you everything.
Yeah.
Press this button, you gonna go back to sleep. You ain't gonna remember shit. Boop. Basically. And it's like, God damn, bro, why are you so angry, dog? Like, calm. What did he do to you?
Yeah, we have no reason why this guy is such an asshole.
So
he's just an asshole. That's all it is.
Yeah, he's just like, dude, he's such a dick. Why is he such a dick?
Even the other guy was just like following orders.
Yeah,
he wasn't even an asshole.
He was there to be like, this is what I do, man. He gave me eyes. Like, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. But the dude with the legs was just like, he had a chip on his shoulder for no reason that we saw in the movie. I don't know if he's a character in the comics and there's a legitimate reason why he has a chip on his shoulder, if he in fact does. But in the movie, like, they don't go into it. They don't explore that at all. We just know that he is the one that's always putting them back to sleep because he chews gum constantly and he puts it underneath the fucking table. They put him to sleep.
Oh, it's gross. He's always chewing gum.
And then, like, he was talking shit and he's like, dude, like, when after the first mission, the robot leg dude is like, I'm going to tell you everything. Or no, when he first wakes up, he's like, I'm going to tell you everything. Don't worry. Blah, blah, blah. And then he fucking does when he's back on the table getting ready to be put back to sleep.
Well, yeah, he has to get reset, basically. They hit the reset button on him for Groundhog's Day. Like Groundhog's Day commence.
Yeah.
And then just wipe his memory with CGI to replace the dude who kills his wife every time.
And then they also like restock his nanites. They take out the old ones and put in new ones, or they recycle them or like wipe them somehow or some way. You know what I mean? And so there's that. So because then it's like, well, if they didn't take out the old nanites, who's to say that he wouldn't remember it eventually? Like when they keep doing this over and over again, there would be some corrupt data in there. So I think that's why they were transplanting the nanites, but that's getting really fucking meta. I don't know. Either way, that was what was happening. And so KT, the chick, was like, man, I'm tired of this shit, man. Like, this is bogus as fuck.
Well, we got an idea that she's tired of it.
Yeah.
At the end of the first mission.
She's like, I'm done too.
She's like, I'm done too. And then dude's all like, "What? Stick with the script, you dumb bitch." You know?
She's like, "Bitch, what are you talking about? Who wiping his mind anyway? Shut up."
He's like, "We've been doing this for 5 years, dude. I'm done, dude. Like, seriously."
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He's like, you don't have a choice. I can just turn off your lungs at any moment.
So I choose not to out of respect.
Yeah.
They're like, bitch, you have no respect for
dude. I'm sitting there because there's one point when she's trying to leave and he does turn off her lungs, and like everybody's just like,
yep, like I don't see this shit.
They're watching as they're like working, but then like when she looks back at him, they just like turn away. I'm like, no.
Nope.
I'm like, who would work at this company? Because as soon as you have a falling out with somebody, dude, they're gonna fucking bloodshot you. They're gonna have they're gonna send bloodshot after you.
He has a robot arm. He can just
or that, yeah. He can turn off your face or whatever.
Yeah, you're done. Or put you through a wall because his arm is really strong.
His arm's ripped.
Ripped like
he designed it to even make it look like he's fucking ripped.
He did. Like, that's how vain this motherfucker was. Right? I'll tell you the truth here. He had some issues he was working through, but not really working through. He just had issues.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, man. Like you saw that she was exasperated. The one dude just had a huge chip on his shoulder, but the blind dude was just like, "Fuck, dude, I'm not even collecting. I'm just here."
His orders is orders.
Yeah, orders is orders. I was like, "Fuck it, bro." And then, so we go to the second mission, like, oh, we found out where he was because the other dude called him on his cell phone while BloodshOt was about to kill his ass. And so, but we get a brief snippet of the other dude, the second mission dude with the beard.
Yeah.
He's like, he's after Barris. You? Fuck yeah.
Nick Barris.
He's after you? Fuck it. All right. Hey, make sure the shit's ready. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm pretty sure this dude is in the comics because they made sure we learn his name. They say his name like several times. And, and he dies halfway in the movie. So he
might be more important than what we actually know.
Yes.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Yes.
But, so they wind him down. They wind BloodshOt down and spin him back up with Burris. And then he goes after Burris. And then that's when we
This was the best montage I've ever seen in a movie.
It was.
It was just It was the shit we've already seen, but it was the Groundhog's Day shit, you know?
Right.
But, yeah.
The only person that didn't believe it was Groundhog's Day shit was BloodshOt, but everyone else was like, you could see it in their face. KT was like, oh, god damn it, not a fucking game.
And Robot Legs is all like, god damn, I'm tired of this fucking guy.
Yeah, he's like, fucking dick. Why is he such a dick all
You
the time?
can feel the 5 years this shit's been going on in the characters.
Like, even the fucking mastermind was like, oh, yeah, please don't go. Stop. Wait. All right, he's gone. It's like, fucking assholes. This is the last time. This is the last time. It's the last time. It's always the last time.
Yeah.
And then we're going to sell it to the highest bidder. And so he goes. And then, of course, there's a wrinkle, though. Because Burris knew that they completed the project and that.
Well, we get an idea with it when the first guy's all like, dude, they fucking sent him after us, dude. They finished the thing. He's after us now.
Right.
Yeah. Which they should have already had a little bit of idea of that. I mean, I think they did. That's why he's in the convoy.
Right.
And he's he's being protected.
Right.
And because
they knew something was after them.
Because later in the movie, we see that he's killed so many people.
Right.
And that are part of this program that dude funded or started or whatever.
Yeah. Did the things.
Yes. And that was so funny at the end when he's all like, I built all this by myself and I could rebuild it again. I'm like, no,
bitch,
you had a whole team and you killed everybody.
What are you talking about? You're a liar. Head's on fire. Terrible individual. I would not want to work for that man.
Dude, never.
Values nothing.
Dude, he's the worst guy.
God, such a dick. Anyway.
I thought Black Mask was the worst guy, dude, but like this dude is the worst guy.
He was a fucking pussy, like compared to this guy. This guy was just like, you thought he was cool, and it turns out he's just a fucking dick.
That's what Stan Lee always said, dude. After Spider-Man 2, the first one, like Tobey Maguire and shit, he said you got to make your villains likable. So, like, you actually feel bad for them when they turn to the dark side or whatever type of shit that, like, turns them and makes them the bad guy. You got to make him likable. It
depends on the villain.
Yeah. So, this dude...
You think he's all right, but then you see him, he's just a dick.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he turned to the dark side. You just saw his true colors. And you're like, oh, well, fuck him. Like, I want him to get his comeuppance, you know?
Then we get introduced to Wiggins. Or Wiggins, here on the second mission.
No, we're on the second mission. Yeah, like, well, I mean, you know what happens. He fucking goes through. He does bloodshot things, kills everybody.
I didn't think he was going to kill Nick. I thought Nick Barris was going to get through to him.
I thought so, too. Like he was
and then shut him down and then, like, talk to him on the table like that Wiggins did.
That's what I thought, too. Yeah. They did a really good job with that. They faked us out.
Yes.
And I think that's why they did the Burris thing so much. Because they're like, oh, Burris this, Burris that.
Yeah.
They really emphasized the name to make us think that he was going to be the one that got to him and turned him, and that's not what happens at all. Wiggins is like, boop, you died, I didn't, let's fucking go.
So, like, the RST tech guy is all like, dude, that's fucking Wiggins, dude, he's the best tech guy in the fucking world. And then dude's all salty, like, if he's the best, why did we hire him? I'm like, probably because he went to work for someone who just bloodshot people.
Yeah, he's a fucking for a douchebag. And the other dude was like,
dude's like, I use all his code for everything. He's like, you use other people's codes.
Yeah, it's open source code. Like, why do we have one payroll? Why do we hire him? I was like, we fucking tried. Like, why time? Someone in the background said. Like, legit, we tried.
Did they say that? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that part.
Like, and this is what we got. We got Eric.
We got Eric with his fucking 6 inches of glory.
6 inches is not a lot. It's not a lot.
Hey, man.
That was gratuitous too. It was like, oh, really? Come on, dick joke. Oh, man.
But then later he comes back. Like he's all like, hey, I need some nanites in my system. And he's all like, for what?
Yeah.
And he's just thinking, like, I don't want to tell much for my dick, you know?
I'm like, no, he was gonna tell him, and then fucking one of the chicks walked in. He was like, never mind. He was like, nah, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll talk later. Like fucking
Godzilla fan just came in and tell coronavirus jokes and then dipped.
Fucking. Whatever. You'll make it big one day. You keep telling those corona jokes. Anyway.
Oh, man. I'm surprised I haven't heard any at a comedy club yet.
Because they have class.
No, they don't.
No.
There's so many hacks out there.
No, yeah.
Are you making Spider-Man fuck Deadpool?
No, I'm making them fat, and they just had them embraced because they were tired. And British Spider-Man?
It's UK Spider-Man.
Yeah, okay. Well, British, UK, same thing. Almost same. He's too back heavy.
Yeah, you can turn off. You can take off the Venom arms.
Either way. Anyway, so like, Wiggins is the smartest of the smart, and he fucking like EMPs Bloodshot. Like no one knew like what was going on back at headquarters at SRT. Like, what the fuck is that device? What's going on? How are we doing this shit?
They did figure out it was an EMP, and he's all like, fuck!
That's an EMP. And everyone was like, oh.
How did he get an EMP?
He fucking built it, bitch. Like, that's why he's the smartest.
I'm pretty sure, like, I see EMPs so much in, like, comic books and cartoons and just media in general. I feel like just, like, the average kindergartner can make one now.
You can. There's a video on YouTube. You can make a really easy, simple EMP right now. Take out a lot of shit.
Well, let's not do that right now.
Let's not do that. Questions for later.
Yes. Yes. Oh, man.
So they EMP Bloodshot, and he goes down, and then he wakes
down.
up with
he
Wiggins.
Goes down right after he kills Nick, dude. Fucking Nick Barris. Boom.
Wiggins is like,
yeah,
and
we're
you're like, who the fuck did that shit? Like, I didn't expect it to be Wiggins. I thought it was Burris.
Well, because he was such a whiny bitch when we first meet him.
Yeah, he was.
He's all like, hey, they don't know we just got a charge. It's gonna be just like stalling.
Yeah, he was stalling. I was like, why the fuck is this guy stalling? He's gonna get killed too. And it's like, oh, okay. This is kind of all part of his plan, I guess. I guess they can make it. They can make that jump.
Yeah, so he had a secondary remote in his bunker.
Right. Yeah. And that he knew that Burris was going to get killed because he didn't want to work for Burris in the first place. Like, he was like,
Yeah, he said it was indentured servitude.
Right.
Which is basically code for slavery.
Yeah. So, Wiggins was like, I'm waking you up and I'm cutting your strings. So I can cut my strings. And so we can be...
That is the Pinocchio part.
Homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That is the Pinocchio shit.
Yeah.
I got no strings to hold me down. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Total Pinocchio moment. And then, like, fucking Bloodshot's all like, I gotta get my revenge. I'm like, bruh, think about this.
Well, no, first he's all like
he's
like, I never searched for my wife before.
No. He's like, I gotta get my revenge. And Wiggins was like, hold on, bro. Like, there's shit, like, you don't know. And he's like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. I don't even know if I have a wife. Like, I gotta figure some shit out.
Yeah.
Do some soul searching. And, like, she's not dead. And so he goes and finds her. And
Jim gives him a cell phone, and he's like, what do I need a cell phone for? I can access the internet with my nanites. He's like, no, you can access the RST server, and they can track you.
Right.
Take this cell phone, take this luxury fucking vintage vehicle.
Exactly. Then go do your thing.
Then go look for Gina.
Come back here. I always come back home.
Always come back home.
That's what he said to her. He's like, oh, yeah, I miss you, baby. I came back home. And she's like,
that's what made it Fast and the Furious also. It's just so out of Vin Diesel's just corny fucking lines. Like, this is all about family.
See, I told you I always came back home. I promise. It's like, yeah, but I wanted you to stay home.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh.
I mean, yeah, but I came back though.
It's like in his face, bro. It's like, that was great. But I came back.
And then this little girl comes around the corner. She's like, oh, come. And then she comes back. The little girl comes back.
She's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I want my mama. And he's just like, oh, my heart. Who's this little tiny bitch?
The little girl, she's like, go away. You know, I'm talking to an old friend, you know. And then she comes back. And she's like, go to daddy.
No, go to your brother or something like that.
No, she does say go to daddy, and then she's like, I have a fucking family now, you know.
Like, I got a family.
He's like, that's the last time I saw you.
He's like, yeah. He's like, hold the fuck on. Like,
she's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm like, when is the last? Like, seriously, when was the last time?
When was the last time you saw him?
5. And then he's like, and then he doesn't give a fuck about anything anymore.
Right. She's like, 5 years ago. And he's like,
He doesn't give a fuck about anything anymore. So he's driving the vehicle. He has suicides himself into a fucking semi. But the semi is also has the two dudes that work for RST.
Somehow.
Yeah,
like he did something. Like they figured.
They were able to track Gina. I think they did. I think they did that.
Like, they deduced that. Yeah, the first place he was gonna go was to find out if Gina was alive.
Yeah. So they did that shit.
Because they're not stupid. They're smart enough to be like, all right, we've been putting this shit in his head for the last 5 years. Obviously, he's gonna want to go see his wife. Duh. Let's go there.
For a while, I was thinking that she probably wasn't even a real person. They just like augmented.
I was too, but that's some hardcore Henry shit right there, though.
I never saw that full movie.
Oh, it's fucking glorious.
I couldn't take the whole first person fucking shooter vibe.
It's not that bad. It's really well done.
I know. From what I saw, I was like, oh damn, this is pretty fucking cool. But I can't watch a whole movie in that style of. It's just like a lot of people can't watch found footage movies because they look stupid. To me, I think they're great if they're done well.
They can watch point of view. They can watch the pop.
See, I don't like POV porn. I need to see.
I don't know. Fine. You got me there. All right.
And that's only fucking 12 minutes that I'm watching. Not watching a whole hour and a fucking 2-hour fucking film. Fucking first.
No, but Harker Henry is really amazing. It was really well done. And then there was the other movie that wasn't point of view, but it was basically Hardcore Henry, where the dude, which is also like fucking Bloodshot, he gets like nanites or he gets turned into like a cyborg or something like that to that effect.
Talking about the Winter Soldier?
No, he just has a mechanical arm.
No, but he also has code words that trigger him to fucking kill people.
Yeah. Well, no, the cyborg dude I'm talking about, whatever movie this was, he like fucking. This company was
Chappie? Like, Chappie was a robot.
He's a whole robot. No. This is one of the Terminators. This is the dude who was one of the Terminators, I think I want to say. Maybe not. Maybe it's someone else. But it was like, dude, they turned him into a cyborg in the company because he got into a car crash. Or no, he didn't get into a car crash. He got fucking shot.
RoboCop.
No, not RoboCop. It's not RoboCop. Trust me, it's not RoboCop. A lot of these movies are the same. Like, this is a fucked up thing. They make these movies over and over again. But no, like his car, it's in their feature, and his car like takes him automatically to the bad side of town. He gets shot. And then he wakes up and he's like, well, they're like, well, we made you into a robot. We put something.
They made a Knight Rider movie?
Basically. But then it's like, okay, he has the AI in his spine and all that shit, and it makes him do all these awesome things, but then you find out that the AI is the bad guy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
It was Ready Player One.
Basically.
Or Tron.
Tron. Yeah, more like Tron, yeah. But like, yeah, that was really done. Either way, different movie.
What's the other one? Blade Runner.
Yeah, but that was
Blade Runner 2049.
That was more like that. Those movies were more. Does this unit have?
Those are sci-fi noir. I know that.
Sci-fi noir, dealing with the question of if you make something in that process, then is it alive? Does it have a soul? Type thing. Like, because there is that question. Like, if it's self-aware, like these things seem to be, are they alive or are they not?
Yeah.
So they deals with those kinds of existential questions. This is just gratuitous violence. It's not the same thing, which is interesting. How they have those dynamics. But all these movies like deal with a lot of the same themes, like the Hardcore Henry. Dude was a robot. They were doing the Bloodshot thing, wiping his memory every time. And then the movie I was just talking about with the cyborg guy, but it was the AI that was like, I designed all of this to happen, like for you to get shot, for me to be put inside you, and all this, that, and the other.
That's that Robin Williams movie, AI.
No,
with Haley Joel Osment.
Not the same thing. This movie had lots of gratuitous violence too, and it was also rated R.
I don't think AI had any violence in it. I just know Robin Williams was a robot.
Okay.
And
Bicentennial Man?
Oh no, yeah, I always get those two movies mixed up.
How he started as a robot and slowly became a cyborg, like throughout the fucking millennials. Like
I always get those two movies mixed up. Bicentennial Man and AI. How you get those two mixed up?
That's fine. But here we are, man. Like fucking Bloodshot.
now we get Bloodshot mixed up with every other movie.
Every other cyborg movie there is. Android.
To be fair, Bloodshot's been doing this shit since 96 or 94, since the Jordan was the GOAT.
Oh, true. Well, then you have Johnny Mnemonic, which isn't cyborg or android. That's just AI.
Did you say Johnny Tsunami?
Johnny Mnemonic. It's an old-ass fucking Keanu Reeves movie. Look it up.
Samurai Cop?
Nah, he was a courier.
Did you ever see Samurai Cop? It's a movie you would love because how awful it is.
I haven't seen Samurai Cop, but I know of Axe Cop.
What?
You don't know Axe Cop?
No.
I don't know if it's still going, but there is this artist who has this little brother who created Axe Cop. So what this artist did, I don't know if he still does it, but he would like play with his little brother, and his little brother had this character Axe Cop that he played as, and the entire comic run was all of their adventures of them playing with Axe Cop and all that shit. And it's actually a really fucking ridiculous Axe Cop. It's a really ridiculous comic, and it's really well done. Like, the art is amazing, and the stories is just fucking out there. Axe Cop carries an axe.
Nice.
And he has a partner. I can't remember his name. Not Triceracop. That's Kung Fury. Kung Fury is awesome too.
I heard Kung Fury's coming back with a sequel.
Well, they were supposed to have a whole feature-length movie.
I wouldn't be able to watch a whole. I wouldn't be able to watch a whole feature-length film with that.
That was a while ago.
I'd be crying the whole fucking time in laughter.
Oh, I know, right? You're fucking dead. Stop that laughing! You want to die laughing because it's the hyenas?
That's literally how I would die. Is
just dead
watching
laughing.
Kung Fury 2.
It's so amazing. This is the best damn 30-minute movie ever. But okay, so here we are. Wiggins reboots Bloodshot. He goes to see his wife. They find him. He fights with his two compatriots that he had before, but aren't compatriots. And the fucking dude that's just super jealous is loving every minute of it. Like, just fucking like, yeah.
And the other dude's just like excessively doing motorcycle tricks.
Yeah. No. That was very excessive motorcycle tricks. I can't do shit else, so I'm gonna ride this motorcycle to the best of my
I'm gonna keep on doing these stoppies, man.
Yeah. This is the coolest way to do this. Like Fast 5, man. I want to be a part of those movies too.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be in Fast 9.
Yeah, Fast 10.
Fast 9 or Fast 10.
Fast 9's already done, bro. It's Fast 10 now.
I know, but Fast 9's coming out this year. Like he still has a chance to be in the movie.
No, he's gonna be in the after credits scene, just pulling up on a stoppie.
He's pulling up. He's gonna be in his robot suit and everything. He's like, "You thought I died when I fell off that building."
Yeah, here I am. Tom's gonna be like, "Damn."
Well, and then also Hobbs and Shaw, that movie already told us that they have super soldiers and shit because Idris Elba he's Black Superman basically.
Yeah. Well, not really. Like, he was pretty strong. He was more like Black Captain America.
Yeah. They call him Black Superman in the movie though.
They did. But he's definitely not. They should just fight the Avengers at this point. Like, it really just needs to happen. And now that Vin Diesel is Bloodshot,
he's had superpowers now.
Like, we're fucking here, bro.
I'm no longer the pacifier.
Yeah,
I'm a Bloodshot. I'm Bloodshot Dom. These bullets are full of family. Let me fill you up with wholesomeness. By wholesome, you're gonna be full of holes.
Yeah. Oh man. So they stick a knife in him as they're fighting him after he meets
was that like an EMP knife?
Wife. It was like it was a reboot knife. Like dude stuck him and then fucking like it was.
And then had a timer on it.
It had a timer.
Yeah.
And then it injected whatever the fuck to shut him down.
Yeah.
Which we don't know what it was exactly that shut him down. Like there's a.
Oh yeah, before that, fucking we forgot to mention how Vin Diesel gave Wiggums some of his nanites.
Yeah. Figure me out. Boom. Here's some nanites. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, this took years and a whole host of people to figure out. And it's like, aren't you telling me, like, didn't you just say you had superpowers? Like,
well, yeah, this is your superpower, is being the coder.
Bro. He's like, oh, yeah, right. So then I have to gotcha. Right. Never think that I doubted myself.
He's like, you're right. I could get this done in like 30 minutes.
Right. Tops. And so he does. We don't see how.
No.
We don't know any of this.
We do see the fucking hack war, though, between Wiggins and Alex.
It wasn't a hack war. Was it Alex or was it Eric?
Eric. That was Eric. It was Eric.
Eric's just like, I'm bringing up the fucking...
He's trying to augment his memory to put Wiggins into the Groundhog's Day system.
Right, and Wiggins is like, nah, bitch. Ha ha ha. I'm doing some
he's like, you think you can get me out of my own code? Like that, he says that's from the actual exchange of dialogue. And this reminded me of some of the episodes of Arrow, because Green Arrow's wife, girlfriend, or whatever, is a hacker.
Okay.
And then she's the second best hacker in the world because her dad's the best, but he's a supervillain.
But he's
and then she joins a team of fucking hackers at one point that are fucking out there fucking fighting crime. And then like there's a couple scenes where,
our powers
but there's a scene where she's fighting her dad in like a hack war. It's like they're showing her do her shit and showing him do his shit, and he's all cocky, all like, "You think you can beat me, dude? I raised you, I taught you everything you know." Blah, all that.
I know it's you
because he eventually wins.
It's so ridiculous. Like it's fucking stupid. So stupid. Like, what am I watching right now? We're watching two people fiercely type on their keyboard and their facial expressions.
Oh yeah, it was great. And shit went on for like 5 minutes, dude. Like,
yeah, no, it was that intense. Wiggins was like, "Bitch, I got this." Fuck you thought. Oh, and then not only does he shut down the fucking sequence to establish those memories in Bloodshot, he releases KT from her fucking slavery. He fucking
like because dude tries to shut off her lungs at one, and he can't do it.
Can't do it. KT's had enough. She is not large, but she is in charge.
Dude, with that one mission when she went on to fucking extract Wiggins, and then
she got him.
Yeah, she did.
But she didn't kill him. Like I knew, I was like, either she's gonna talk some shit to him, or she's gonna take him out.
And we don't see any of it.
We don't see any of it. We just know that she knocked him out with a cigarette that probably wasn't a cigarette because that's her superpower. She can't inhale anything unless she wants to. She knocks him out, and then that's it.
Is that why she's so badass underwater?
Yeah.
She was just like, she doesn't have to breathe in things. She just all right. She just has like
she has enough. She has cyber lungs, bro. Cybers.
I thought those little sock things she had on her ankles were weighted too, so that's why she was able to stand on the surface of the pool while she was doing her Tai Chi.
Probably. Yeah, she's light. She might float. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
So without that,
well, actually, people that are bigger have more buoyancy than skinnier people.
Yeah, a lot more surface area.
Yeah,
You're right. My bad. Anyway, like they fucking. Which I thought that scene was kind of not gratuitous in a like pervy way, but just like kind of an unnecessary way. Like, why are we watching her do the water kata right now? I think it's beautiful in its own way.
It was good. She was smoking hot too.
So they wanted to accentuate all of her beauty.
You know, one of the things, dude. A lot of times in movies, you have a smoking hot actress that sucks at acting. Like Gal Gadot was not the best actress when she started in.
I think she's still the best actress.
But like when you see her in like Fast 4 and like Fast 5 and shit like that, you're like, eh. And then as Wonder Woman, she's okay. Like when you first see her in Batman vs Superman, you're like, eh. But then in Wonder Woman, she's actually pretty good, you know,
because they had a script already.
And then in Justice League, she's pretty good.
They just took Captain America. That's all that happened.
I'm tired of that.
They took Captain America and like, we're gonna make it World War I instead.
Captain America was a way better movie.
I know, which is why they took the fucking script. They just put some of Wonder Woman's origin and that she's a goddess and not or a demigoddess.
I'm from the mascara.
The Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. This is no like hate on women thing. It's just that plot. It was like, pound for pound. I'll show you the video after this.
All right.
But, like it is.
I've probably seen it, but
like, it's
I've probably seen it.
It hits all the same.
But we did the same thing with this movie.
Yeah, but see, this is cliche. We knew it was going to be cliche. And made fun of it being cliche.
Yeah.
Like they were like, this is what this is, guys.
Yeah, when Big Boss Man is talking to Erica, like, yeah, I'm done with you because you already done every superhuman fucking movie cliche there is for this backstory.
Yeah, well, I'm not coming to you anymore with your ideas, bro. Shut up. It was fucking great. It was great. And I was like, oh, fuck, yeah. Like, he just spat in everybody's face. So we knew that it was going to be a cliche-ass movie, but it was still fun as fuck.
Yes, it was.
And, like, he fucking... So Wiggins, like, got control of the system, saved KT, fucking woke up Bloodshot. And Bloodshot's like, I got some killing to do. I don't know why I said it like that. But then...
He didn't say anything because
Wiggins
does the thing, and then... Eric looks at the screen and fucking sees Bloodshot looking at the camera.
No. He's like, oh, fuck yeah. See, I'm badass. I did it. Right. And then he looks down and he's like, oh. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, Wiggins is like, I bet you 20 quid. He just said, oh, God.
Wiggins finds out he has no friends.
He's like, I need more friends.
And now he's got two. Now he's got two friends.
Right. Fresh to death. With two friends.
Dude, yeah, he's all swagged up at the end with the glasses and the chains and the nice fucking sports jacket and shit, dude. Oh, man.
Golden.
We don't see if he's got any gaiters on, but he probably does.
Probably does. And, like, so Bloodshot is fighting the two cyborg dudes again. And then this time, though,
this is when it's fucking Winter Soldier, dude. When they're fighting in the elevator.
Yeah.
They're on top of the elevator, inside of another elevator at one point, and then I don't know. It was crazy. It was crazy.
It was a great fight. It was a great fight. And the robot leg dude had fucking bionicle arms, which reminded me of the one anime that came out recently.
It reminded me of like fucking like Lego fucking like Ninjak type shit.
Oh, it reminded me of this fucking something box. Fucking Megalo box.
What? What is that?
Was it Megalo box? Hold on.
Mega Blocks?
Megalo box.
Mega Blocks?
No. Megalo.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
Mega who? Mega ho. Megalobox.
Oh shit! This dude looks like.
That's why it reminded me of that.
I need to see this. This is an anime.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, bro. It's pretty good.
Is it dubbed?
I don't know.
It doesn't need to be. This dude looks like Mugen.
He does. He's like Mugen and Spike. Dude, this is a great anime.
I want to see.
It's short, but it's sweet.
Oh, right here with his bionicle arms.
Yeah. See, exactly, bro.
Oh, shit, dude. Hell yeah.
This is going to fool you.
This looks like a fucking, like, Baki, but not as fucking over the top.
Nah, bro. Nah, shit gets intense.
Have you seen Baki?
Yeah. Well, it's not as intense as Baki. But this shit gets intense. Like, because, like, if he starts out with these jank-ass fucking... like appendages that like enhance appendages.
Well, right here we see he's just got regular arms and fighting a dude with robot arms.
Yup. And he's smashing everybody with robot
Right here he's fighting Jax. White Jax, but still
Jax nonetheless. Yeah.
No, this dude is in the fucking that one Final Fantasy VII fighting game, Air Gaze. The Gunjack. Well, that's Tekken. No, that's Tekken.
I was gonna say it. It's not Sephiroth. He does not have the hair for that.
Sephiroth is in that game, but there's only a few Final Fantasy VII characters in the game. It's Cloud, Zack, Yuffie, and Sephiroth. I think that's it. And then everybody else is just other random characters that have their own backstory.
Fair enough. Anyway, So like he's fucking Bloodshot's fighting Megalobox and fucking the blind dude again, but the blind dude doesn't put on his cool ass helmet. Like he had his debut when he was riding that motorcycle.
Yeah,
and he put on that fucking.
They both put on some armored shit though, like, but it was they put more emphasis on the robot leg guy
in the second fight, definitely. And then they both got injected with something, which was probably the nanites.
I'm saying in this last fight, dude, the robot leg guy put the thing on his neck that could control the arms with his mind. What doesn't have to be explained because they don't explain it, but you can just get the idea.
You get the gist. Like, we know enough about them now that like they plug into some shit, they can control it.
And then blind guy plugs into some shit. They don't put a lot of emphasis on what he's doing. They put more emphasis on robot leg guy grabbing the knives and putting them in his backpack and doing all that shit.
Showcasing the hands and shit. Yeah. Got this. This is my time to shine. Fuck him up.
This thing had a lot of. This movie had a lot of like in the first scene they had the thing that came out of the air compressor or the 6-inch fucking thing, and then
that was the No Country for Old Men thing.
Yeah, they had that, and then KT when she's getting Wiggins, she has the little the beat it stick, the baton that like when you fucking whip it, it extends, and then dude's robot hands had the motherfucking thing that could stick out.
Yeah.
If he failed to hit you with a punch, another thing can still fucking So I was like, damn, this movie is all about some penetration.
It is. Some metal dicks.
Metal dicks. Because that's everybody in this movie is a metal dick.
Yeah. Everybody's a metal dick, man. Like, fucking shit, bro. Except for Eric. He wanted a metal dick.
He did want a metal dick.
Bro. Sending a message here.
Oh my god!
Clear. Like,
metalheads are dicks.
Yeah, metalheads are Nah, they're not right.
Most of the time they're good.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, like they're fighting and they fall all the way to the bottom once they get off like the elevator. Like, dude, the fucking robot arm guy, the fucking robot leg guy is a piece of shit. He's like, hold on.
He kills his buddy
because the blind guy is like, oh fuck, I'm falling. Whatever your name is, fucking help, bro. What the fuck? And he's like, oh, hang on. And then he does some shit and drops the fucking elevator.
He's like doing something with his pinky to fucking cut the cable.
Yeah, he's cutting the cable and shit. He's like, dude falls. He's like, I told you to hold on, bro.
Yeah.
Should have waited.
He kills his buddy, and then Vin Diesel's like, dude, this dude just kills his buddies. He climbs back up on the elevator and does the fucking. They're both just like beating the shit out of each other as they're falling. This shit,
right?
Every action scene. Is like I say this for every movie. I'm like, how are they gonna top the crazy shit they do in the beginning? But they do every fucking time.
They do every time. They gotta ramp that shit up. And then the end part of that, like once they fall, like dude's obviously fucking dead. Bloodshot's not, but they're like, oh my god, his fucking shit's overclocked, and only if you're a nerd will you know what overclocked means.
I don't know what it means.
It means his shit is running at twice, 3, 4, 10 times a normal rate. Like it's
and that's why his nanites are depleting so fast. But also doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, they're like that fall did so much damage, and there's so much debris and everything, and the nanites are trying to fucking, since he was so splattered, everything's trying to come back and reform, and it's overworking itself really hard.
Yeah.
This is what I got. That's what it means.
And then dude shot a grenade at him. Fucking metal arm shoots it, or whatever. What the owner of RST
was like,
you shoots a grenade at him.
Boom. And dude was like, I caught that.
Yeah, he caught that and he explodes himself. And then dude's all like, you have no nanites left. I'm gonna shoot you with another one. And the nanites catch it.
It was like,
and
you
take
thought,
it apart.
Bitch? Take it apart. I was like, in my army now.
And then he blows them both up. At the Bloodshot blows him and the other dude up.
So he's dead.
And then we think Bloodshot's dead too.
This is like that's supposed to be the end. His nanites are depleted. They can't do no more work like that.
But he made a new best friend named Wilfred Wiggins, who knows how to do everything with nanites.
Everything with everything. He's just fucking
Well,
Super
yeah,
color,
he's
bro.
the
That's
super.
his
He's the super guy. He's the super
Super
tech
genius.
We're not just
Super tech
IT
wizard.
guys.
Yeah,
we're tech
not.
wizards.
Yeah.
This makes me want to watch that shitty movie Hackers.
Was it Angelina Jolie?
No, I don't know. It's on YouTube for free.
Oh my.
It's an old movie.
Yeah.
From like the 90s or whatever, but like.
I
It's
think
gonna be a lot of.
Angelina
It's gonna be a lot of fucking.
There's a lot of that. That's what they thought people wanted to see in the movie. Just fucking going ham. But yeah, we see them.
Oh, this is also Matrix Part 5 too. At the,
there was so much Matrix shit.
When, especially when he's talking with the dude.
Yeah.
And he's building the fucking dock.
Yeah.
The shipyard or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what the fuck?
He just Matrix.
Or him just like, I can learn how to fly a plane right now.
Yeah, bro. They fucking Matrix the fuck out of that shit. Oh, it was so good. It was so ridiculously good. So gratuitous. They apologized for nothing.
Oh, no, not at all.
Bloodshot wakes up in the back of a trailer. And it looks all fresh.
Yeah, you don't know it's a trailer though, because it looks like a fresh ass looking like
mobile lab.
Lab. Yeah.
Like, yeah. Wiggins like, hey man, watch your back. You know, no jumper cables this time. Got you, bro.
Yeah, he's like, no car batteries.
Yeah. And fucking, he's like, oh man. He's like, do you remember? You good?
He's like, good to see you, Wiggins.
He's like, all right, cool.
All right.
I didn't know how that was gonna turn out, and I'm glad it turned out this way. Hey, he's got his memories. He's awake. And it's fucking the one chick outside. KT,
Wiggins was annoyingly funny.
He was annoyingly funny. Not in a bad annoyingly funny.
No, not a bad way at all. Like, he was great.
It was great. And KT was like, hey, how you doing?
Vin Diesel and KT don't make out at the end.
Nope.
Fucking 2 thumbs up right there.
2 thumbs up.
There's a point where I thought they were gonna hold hands, but she just hands him. She just hands him
the keys.
No, she hands him the Navy SEAL thing.
Navy SEAL thing. Yeah, right. Okay.
Or the U.S. whatever. She hands him the medal that he used to own.
No, she used to own. That was given to her.
Really? That was her?
That. Yeah, that was her. She used that to like in the sequence to like trigger him or whatever the fuck. When she was explaining, it's like, my
okay, so I thought that was him because he was
because I was the only
woman
on the boat.
We were told that he was a military guy before the Bloodshot shit.
Well, yeah, but she was Navy and he was not. He was a Marine or whatever.
Yeah, Semper Fi.
Yeah. So it was one of those things where she was like, "Man, I care about you, best friends forever" type thing.
Yeah,
which was.
And
nice.
they just leave Wiggins in the fucking trailer while they drive off.
I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna chill back here. Y'all go up there and do whatever the fuck y'all do."
And then he's doing some meta exposition at the end where he's like, "We're watching everything through a drone." My fucking computer just went off in my room.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Shit.
The angry video game nerd's playing Wii right now.
Oh, God.
But, so he's saying some shit. He's like, oh, that's a nice view. And blah, blah, blah. When they're like driving off on like the mountain range and whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's a nice.
Why are we driving into the sun? I can't see shit.
Yeah.
What's wrong with y'all? I think Wiggins has a thing for KT because when they met, he was all like, "Hey, wait a minute."
I mean, who wouldn't be?
How
though?
you doing? Like, yeah, who would? Who the fuck?
Even the guards were like, "Dude, we gotta get you back to the truck, right?" And he's all like, "Hold on, 1 second." You know?
Whoa.
So, how would you rate this film, Jeremy?
Comparative to what? Like, what's the ranking?
I don't know what the ranking is.
It always fucking changes.
It's maybe I give it fucking like
4 out of
900 out of 1,000 nanites. I don't know. It's 800 out of 1,000. It's not a 9 out of 10. No, it's not. I don't know. It's a 7.5. Out of a 10.
That's where I was settling. I was like, do I want to do a 7.5, or do I just want to do 8? 7.5 out of 10.
Well, that's what I was saying on the drive here. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to rank this movie because I don't know nothing about Valiant.
And
there was nothing in the movie to like. Yeah. The only thing I could base it off was nanites, and there's too many nanites.
So many nanites. Not a lot of exposition, but enough to like explain enough to be satisfactory for what they did.
If we were doing all the RST employees, we don't know enough about them.
Right.
We only know Eric and the blind guy and the robot leg guy and the boss.
Right.
And KT.
And like we know that the boss is gonna sell Bloodshot to somebody, or try to sell to several somebodies.
Yeah.
But since he was the only one that
Jurassic World 2.
Yeah. Then it was gonna be like they have to come to him for that supply and shit.
Yeah.
So we didn't get anything about the world, the universe. They didn't do any world building.
We're just left to believe that it takes place in the real world, where someplace has super nanite technology.
Right.
He's kind of like Generator Rex, but not as cool.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Generator Rex?
Kind of.
He also does not have memories, and he has nanites in his blood where he can Inspector Gadget himself, where he can make like extra big arms, or he can turn his body into a motorcycle. Or like he can do all sorts of cool shit with the nanites in his blood. He's crossed over with Ben 10.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're created by the same creative team,
yeah, okay.
And yeah.
I know a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, he also
before, so
he also does not have memories and all that shit. I know
what the fuck's going on. Hey, I don't want to punch you in the face, but it really feels good. All right. Like I said, I hope there's more to come. This wasn't a world building movie. This wasn't a universe building movie. This wasn't a
That's definitely just a character movie.
Introduction of this character movie.
Yes. I think a movie more like Exo Man of War will do more world building.
Definitely. Maybe we'll see some Bloodshot in there. Maybe not. Maybe we'll see Rye.
I hope we just gotta hope this movie does well.
I hope it does well enough. But with coronavirus, it might not. No one wants to go out to
coronavirus is fucking everything up, man.
This movie is worth the fucking visit. It's good.
Yeah.
It's not like fucking 10 out of 10, like fucking, oh my god, this movie was amazing good, but it's a cliche action movie that it hits all the notes,
yes.
And like you know it's gonna hit those notes, but it's not in the fucking this is ridiculous way. It's like, oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous how fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's fun.
It's fun as fuck. So
there were times I was eye rolling, but I was cracking up at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was just like,
I
really?
couldn't be mad at any of the things that were happening because of how ridiculous it was, dude. It's like The Evil Dead. You go back and watch that movie and like how fucking ridiculous Ash is and how ridiculous the fucking like how all that trilogy becomes over time, and then it becomes Ash versus the Evil Dead, and like
oh yeah, he has his own television show now where it's just fucking nonsense.
It's fucking ridiculous, and you know it's stupid. You know it's just like, oh come on, really? But you can't be that exasperated with it because he's just so fucking hilariously funny.
Yes,
and that's what this movie was. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. Valiant, come on, make more movies.
Please.
If
Sony,
Valiant, Valiant. Who was the other? There was some other no-name fucking.
Columbia was in there.
Columbia was in there. Then the other one like Bana or some shit like that.
Yeah. Whatever.
That's some Japanese shit underneath it.
Hopefully that means y'all gonna have some more eye action. Like I just want more from this comic universe. You've made a good introduction.
Yes.
Continue. You did way better than DC. I applaud you.
No, dude. Man of Steel was DCEU's first movie, and that shit was dope.
I'm not gonna argue that.
Man of Steel was a good movie.
It was a good movie. The Superman movies I hate Superman.
I do too.
He's just so fucking white bread. But like those movies were exceptional.
Man of Steel's good. Well, and then what was Marvel's first movie? Iron Man. Iron Man was good.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good contender for what Valiant has on their roster.
Mm-hmm.
They got Ninjak, they got Exo Man of War, they got Faith, they got the Eternal Warrior. They got a lot of toys to play with.
Yeah. They have the things. Now, it's whether or not they can continue on.
Yes.
Or whether Sony is like, we're going to cut our losses because we didn't make no money off this film. But not take into account the fact that there's a whole fucking pandemic going on. And that's really going to limit people going to.
Dude, we got 2 more movies to see this month.
I fucking know, bro. There's shit going on with Mulan right now. I'm like, Mulan's not even out yet. How are the ticket sales getting shut on right now? Like, that makes no sense.
And that's coming out at the end of the month.
Yeah, like, who's watching Mulan yet? Like,
we still gotta watch Quiet Place and then Mulan. Dude.
I need to watch the first one.
What?
I'll do that.
You still haven't watched?
I'll do that while we have no work. How about that? Go watch The Quiet Place.
Perfect time to not be a stagehand. Working at a grocery store where people shit on the floor, smear it, and then fucking start touching shit. Yeah. But we don't close down. No, we don't close down. We don't quarantine the store when.
Fuck my employees' health. Everything they got going on. We need to stay open because we need to make this motherfucking money that we're not even going to share with you.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to see an extra dime.
Fuck.
How busy we've been, dude. I'm not going to see any fucking profit off that shit.
It's disgusting. Well, we can't give you guys more money because then, like, the executives wouldn't make as much money as they would.
Todd Schnooks,
15% less than what
Todd Schnooks, I swear to God, has a fucking mattress stuffed with fucking $100 bills, man. Like somewhere.
$100 bills?
That's the highest. Small, bro. That's the highest amount of bills currency you can have in one.
That bitch has $1,000 bills stuffed into his fucking mattress, and
with Obama's face on them.
All right, legal fucking tender. All right,
everyone, ignore the pandemic of the coronavirus. Go see the movie while drinking Coronas because a person who says they know somebody from the CDC told me that if you drink booze, if you drink enough booze, the alcohol in your blood system will kill the virus.
The corona beer will kill the coronavirus.
Yes. So there's all the people that are ignoring drinking Corona because of the name. Any of this. They're the ones who are going to get sick because they're not drinking Corona anymore, dude.
Oh, fucking man. Gonna start some shit.
And also remember, the virus goes perfect with Lyme disease. And on that note, we are calling it quits.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Where's my mic? Where's my camera? There it is.